Good morning and welcome to the latest NAGA market update. My name is Jameel. I'm the Director of Investment Strategy at NAGA. It is Friday, the 20th of November, and what we're going to do today is discuss what's happened in markets over the past week. Now, it seems to be there's a little bit of pessimism, a little bit of concern that market sentiment is starting to point into the red direction. We're starting to see a little bit of losses in stock markets, but I don't think we can take out of the equation that what we're seeing is likely profit taking. This week, we saw markets hit all-time highs on the vaccine progress. And also we have to consider that this month we've had resumed lockdowns, we've had the pandemic, we've had the presidential election uncertainty, we've had a lot of risks in financial market assets, but markets have overall performed positively. Of course, price and only price is the boss. So price will tell us what's going to happen next in the markets. Now, I'm just going to share my screen with you guys to show a few other things that we're watching in the markets today. So as we can see with the Forex space at the moment, we have a little bit of indecisiveness with the US dollar. The US dollar is lower against some of its counterparts, higher against some of its counterparts. It's likely a bit of indecision making based on what's happening in the global stock markets. However, what we're also going to look at today, the snapshot euro dollar, because the euro dollar is slowly closing in on what has been on the daily charts some critical psychological barriers for this pair. So we seem to be teasing a move towards 1.19. However, we have not yet quite reached the highs of last week's candlesticks, which is just here on the 9th of November, and we're pretty far away still, about 100 pips from the record high of 2020, and we can see these highs here too. To be more bullish on the euro dollar, I think we would need to see some stronger conviction and likely a close above this candlestick here. And we also should not forget that the European Central Bank, the ECB, are known to hold a little bit of discomfort with the euro dollar once it's around 1.19 and 1.20. So perhaps some of that is coming into play on sentiment as well. Just briefly going to take a quick look at the British pound. We seem to again to be teasing a bit of a high towards retreating back towards the high of last week. Still a little bit of distance away from the highs of 2020 over here, what we saw in September time. But if you had to pull my arms on which side of the corner I'd be on, I think we might see a little bit more pound strength rather than euro strength, but of course that's a heads and tails toss at the moment. Elsewhere, what else we're looking out for on the NAGA feed, we have our top winners and top leaders on our leaderboard here that we can watch out for, some potential opportunities. And I'm just going to take a quick look as well on the tops and flops for the stocks and financial assets. Of course, this week has been a very milestone achievement for Tesla because it is finally being announced that it will be included into the prestigious Standard & Poor's 500 index, which does essentially mean that we should see a little bit more buying sentiment for this share in terms of accessibility to the stock price. Now, that move is expected to happen later in 2020, and I think Tesla will be the stock to watch for both upside and downside momentum over the coming days and weeks. That's it for me today. Please subscribe to our channels, comment on the video, let me know what assets you were looking for so I have some ideas on what to analyze for next time. I would like to wish you all a happy weekend on behalf of NAGA.